Yeah, generally, I would say that the results are exceeding expectations. Back at, in the last quarter of 2020, I think we were expecting more of a normalization, particularly in capital markets. So capital markets have remained very strong. There's been a lot of activity in equity underwriting, and other areas of capital markets have been very strong as well. But we're also seeing somewhat better results than expected in relation to the core traditional businesses as well, really due to improved economic outlook.
Well, the banks that have languished are clearly the ones that have had and declared exposure to Archegos. I want to take you to the very specific example of UBS yesterday. When they released their announcements, their earnings release, they also disclosed an almost $800 million exposure of losses to Archegos. Do you think it was a mistake on UBS's part not to guide the market beforehand?
Well, obviously, decisions about guidance to the market are up to management. I mean, I think the important thing for us is, really looking at this loss, which obviously we look at as credit negative in the context of their overall results for the quarter, which otherwise were very strong. I think the market and ourselves be very interested to learn a bit more about, the risk management issues that generated such a loss at the end of the quarter.
Laurie, on Archegos and the collapse of the hedge fund, do you think that we will see any major changes to the way European banks think about prime brokerage?
Well, I'm sure that all prime brokers are taking a good look at their risk management frameworks, margining processes, loss mitigation, execution processes, et cetera, in light of this event, even if they did not themselves experience a material loss. I think this, is also causing firms to take a closer look at their dealings with somewhat less transparent clients, such as this one, where the reporting and disclosures available relative to hedge funds was not as good, and therefore the exposures across the prime brokerage firms who were dealing with Archegos were not evident to them. I'm sure there's heads up going on across the board. Whether this will result in a reduction of activities by any of the prime brokers, I think it's a little too soon to say.